he do in the House of Assembly? What was his business in the House of Assembly? My house in Agege was invaded. More than 200 policemen go and investigate. And this house was blocked. My people from Agege were detained in blackmail. My children did not sleep in this house on that day because they were locked out. And my wife kept inside. Go and verify. Afterwards, go and verify. For me, I'm not afraid. What should I be afraid of? It is not title of Baba Buddha's house. So, it's just like a soldier. You have to reason like a soldier. When a soldier is going to war, you may come back and you may not come back. And that's my thinking and my listening. One house, please. I'm not afraid of being removed. If you remove me, you are not taking my life. And it's not going to stop me from being member of the house. I represent a constituency. And I continue to represent them. For my people in Agege, repeatedly, they have returned me to represent them for 6 times. So what should I be afraid for? All we are saying is that if you want to achieve something, do it well. Not because you realize that I've been out of the country and you have brought policemen to invade the House of Assembly, to invade my house in GRA, invade my house in Agege. It doesn't make sense. Lagos, our Lagos is a special state. It's a state that others look up to, and we must not denigrate Lagos. We must not pull it down. It's not like any other state. If you want to do something, and somebody who claims to be a historian of the assembly, in his erroneous put-up or write-up, said Obasa has been involved in so many removal and all this and all that. Fine, I cannot deny the facts. But let us ask question. When Pelumi, my brother, who I love so much, and I fondly call him Bodawaidi, when he was removed, he was in the house, and there was no police involvement. It was done on the floor of the house, to the chamber, and not present.
Which requires personal service. If you're in this country long enough, you remember that it used to be very difficult to impeach a governor or a speaker because of the issue of personal service, which is the reason why when they get to know that they are about to be served with the notice, they travel abroad. They lock their offices. You understand? Perhaps he was aware that we are going to serve the notice, and then he traveled. And they've not come out to say, yeah, we followed the plan here to take sides with anyone. We are talking. What I'm saying is that as a lawyer, there is a procedure to be followed, and we are not sure if the procedure was followed or not. We are not sure of that.
So
we are not aware.
Well, but
that he has been in politics for a long time is not a subject of this discussion.
But to what extent is the framework governing leadership transition in the assembly?
He said something that is key. He said this is not his that seat is not his the chieftaincy is not his father's heritage. Is not his father's property. That he wouldn't mind that he's a Muslim, that he believes in faith. That is to say, if that is the will of God, he doesn't mind. But that the law should be followed, meaning that he's saying or he's alleging that the constitutional provisions were not followed. So, and like I said earlier, we are not aware. It is yet to be found out if the members, if he was served or not. But every one of us, we are very much aware that he's been there now. He's been speaking. He's been speaking for a long time. He's been there.
Yes.
He's been the speaker for a very long time. And some persons are saying, well, the man is greedy, the man is this, and the man is that. What I'm saying is that there are anyway. Somebody even asked, "Are you going to court?" He said, "You will know." Are you going to court? He said, "You will know." So I for one, I would like this to be tested in court.
Why?
I would like a situation where he decides to go to court if what he's saying is true, because he said he was removed because he was abroad. It means he was not served. No notice of impeachment was served on him. It cannot shave a man's hair in his absence. That you know, because there has to be fair hearing. The issue of fair hearing must come in here, which is also a constitutional provision under Chapter 4 of our Constitution. You know, so he is saying by implication that I was not giving fair hearing. You know, that's what he's saying.
All right. Still talking about Obasa here. Let's listen to other comment coming from Obasa. Please stay with us.
He who allege must do us. Let them prove. If I'm not carrying the members along, that is secondary. It's secondary. So we will discuss that, not now. At my own time, when everything has been addressed, I'll come back to you and I'll explain everything. We have documents to support whatever expedition we have incurred in the Lagos State House of Assembly. And if any other person believes contrarily, let them bring their own document. So we will compare document to document. Simple.
Also, just to talk about you said you had an ambition.
Having ambition to become a governor is not a sin, is it? However, I've said it on the floor of the House when the budget was presented that I had no thought of governorship. But that does not mean what? That I'm not qualified or I lack experience. So, and I still maintain that position. But in the whole of Lagos State, let any leader, anybody come out to explain that Obasa approached me and he says that he wants to become a governor. It's as simple as that.
Okay, sir. Then when you heard that you were free, what actually came into your mind?
My mind. It's not Obasa's title. It's like a general. When you go to war, you may come back, you may not come back. So as you can see me, I'm lively. I continue to enjoy myself. I'm not disturbed. I'm not packed up, and I'm not worried. So being speaker, but to remove, you must follow the due process, as I have said. We have rules, we have constitution. When you want to remove, you must do what? Follow it. At the same time, that man that said Obasa took part in the removal of Honorable Abdulwahid Pelumi, Honorable Funmi Tejuosho, and those people that were suspended. And I've said it, let me repeat it. Honorable Pelumi, right? Honorable Pelumi is my brother, is my friend. I fondly call him Boda Wahidi till tomorrow. When he was removed, he was on the floor of the house. Probably he was presiding. When Tejuosho was removed, she was in the house. And those who were suspended, they were around. And there was no involvement of police. And the house, the chamber was not broken into. And fake mace was not brought to the house. I'm not afraid of being removed. Only dear told if you are a member of the house for 20-something, and you are speaker for almost 10 years, Toba no fẹ́ mọ́, ọ̀gá ni Yamuda, kí ló tún wá. Me, I'm not disturbed, but let them follow the true procedure. And let us close it. They are all my brothers and sisters. I've always been saying, you should know. The way I refer to them, my brothers, my sister, my colleagues, so loyal, so dedicated, so this thing. But for me, I am what I am. Nothing has gone wrong and nothing is changed. And to our governor, I've said it. I commend him. I thank him for what he's doing. To Mr. President, to our GAC, they are our leaders, they are our fathers. We appreciate them. But to President and First Lady.
All right, Barrister Don, you heard that there. I mean,
Sure did.
let's get your comments. First, you talked about the due process, governorship ambition, allegations of misappropriation of funds, also revenge. It seems to be like he was coming from, or he's looking at the perspective of being a revenge. How can anyone suggest that the gate was constructed for 16 billion naira? It's not the wall of Jericho,
Yes.
or the wall between the US and Mexico. Similarly, he said the claim that we bought 40 Hilux vehicles at 1 billion naira each is laughable. He said he has nothing. He has nothing to hide, and we address all accusations made by the house. That's coming from Obasa there. Oh, but he also said that in all of these allegations owed against him, that he will definitely, that he believes in the speaker, and that if it's done the right way, he will not challenge it, but he will not be silenced, by false allegations. Barrister.
We just hope that his response will provoke a reaction, and the reaction would mean that, okay, you said you didn't construct these gates for such amount of money. Here is the evidence that you did. You said you did not acquire Hilux vehicles for such amount of money. Here is the evidence. That's the one we believe. That's the one we believe. You understand?
Yeah.
I am not a fan of anybody. But I'm a lawyer. I am a stickler to the provisions of the law, to the provisions of the Constitution in particular, right? He said if it's done properly, he is not he wouldn't mind stepping aside. So that is my view too. If it is done properly, I don't want to concern myself with whether he has been there for decades or not. What I'm saying is, was he removed via due process? Was he given fair hearing? Or they just declared that he has been impeached because he was not in Nigeria? That's the question.
Well, okay, finish your thought.
So I would like it to be tested in court. If they are not minded to settle it amicably amongst themselves, I would like this to be tested in court. It will improve our jurisprudence. Yes.
There's been word from the GSC and Tinubu that said they are going to meet concerning this case. The Tinubu and the GSC, and that's the Governor Advisory Council. They are going to meet so that to discuss of this. I don't know what you feel that the meeting will be all about, but in addition, also the comment from the Assembly, the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Mojisola Miranda, has pledged to work together with the arms of government in the state to achieve greater Lagos. And also in this, she has said that, she still remains the Speaker, and all other things coming from whoever is just by the way. But she said that Miranda is Lagos Assembly Speaker.
Yeah, sure. We all desire. We all want a beautiful Lagos, peaceful Lagos, serene environment for business and life. That is the reason why I will appreciate if GAC, governorship something, if they would sit together and resolve this imbroglio amicably. But if they cannot have it resolved amicably, they should take it to court so that we will know who is right and who is wrong.
All right, but you seems to be more interested in the court aspect. How about Lagos State in general?
It's not because that's why I said. See, even the courts directs. The Lagos State has a robust system for settling matters out of court. We call it alternative dispute resolution. It's a system that Lagos has invested much in. And so I expect that they will sit down together and resolve the issue so that Lagos can just move forward. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
But the media advocacy, the media litigation should stop. The accusation, counter accusations, He's not going to take us anywhere.
But he's
And
going
so
but he is going to the media right now, and they're calling for press conferences around, calling the supporters and all. So he seems to be he's ready for the race.
That's why he's saying he's not afraid. That's why I say I also like the fact that he is saying that he's not afraid. It's meaning that you should come and challenge me. Something makes him confident the way he sounds. Do you understand? Which is the reason why I am talking about due process. Was due process followed in removing him? Was he granted fair hearing? Whether or not he's a good guy is not my concern. What I'm saying is this is a constitutional democracy. If due process was not followed, then the removal is unconstitutional. But if they can have it resolved, since Miranda is doing well and she has she's committed to a greater Lagos, I mean, working with the executive and the rest of them, if they can have it removed, fine. But if they cannot, they should go to court.
All right. Thank you very much for your time on the show this morning, Barrister Don Akebu. It's been a wonderful time talking to us. We understand the fact that you are in court already. You're also trying to look at cases in court, but we don't know how far these issues of Obasa and Lagos State will go. He has appreciated everyone, including the president, even the governor, and even he has said that those in the house currently are also his friends and all. I don't know if he's a frenemy or I mean,
I don't know.
Well, anyway, thank you for your time on the show this morning. It's been a wonderful time talking to you right here, and let's look forward to the results in the court.
Thank you very much.
He will definitely push for that. All right, Lagos. Let's take a short break. When we return, I will still go deeper into this conversation. Please stay with us.
In many regions, female children
right, welcome back. Yes, that's a spotlight on Super 92.7 FM. In case you're just joining in, yeah, we're still looking at the speakership tussle right there in the Lagos Assembly. Yes, I told you that there's been drama coming from the Lagos Assembly. The Lagos State House of Assembly has reacted to a statement made by the former Speaker of the House, Mudashiru Obasa, who is insisting that he remains the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly. According to the statement signed by Ogudipe Olukayode on behalf of the Assembly, said it's imperative to clarify that over 2/3 of the State Assembly members are united behind the new Speaker, Mojisola Miranda. The lawmaker says nothing whatsoever could change the decision taken on the 13th of January when Obasa was impeached as the Speaker. Well, Obasa has come out to say that has labeled the corruption allegations against him as fabricated and unfounded. He made this during a rally at his residence in Ikeja, GRA, asserting that he is not concerned about being impeached, but stressed that the proper procedures were not followed. We've been joined by a university lecturer and a public affairs analyst who is also a lawyer, Barrister Deji Olaleye. Barrister, good morning.
Good morning. How are you? How are we today?
Yeah, we are fine. We understand that you're in transit, but let's see how far we can go shortly on this.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, all of this conversation, Obasa has come out to say that he remains the Speaker of the Assembly. But the Assembly has come out to say that, Obasa is just joking. Maybe we don't understand where he's speaking. But that Mudashiru, that Miranda remains the Speaker of the Lagos State Assembly, and they are rallying right behind her. But one thing, or different things that Obasa is claiming, is that the procedure must be done constitutionally, and he has said that he is not afraid to be removed. But he can't deny the fact that so many things were alleged against him, appropriations fee, and also the issue of governorship ambition. That it doesn't mean that he can't. He's not qualified, and he's not competent. He will say he's not competent to be governor, but he has not gone to tell anybody. So why is all of this against him? Let's hear your view on this.
Yeah, well, I think it's an unfolding drama that is very interesting. Even though to me it's a comedy of error. It's a comedy of error in the sense that having been impeached from office, I do not see what is going to gain or what is going to do other than to go to court.
But he's standing on the constitutional procedures.
Yes. Well, even the constitutional procedure that is complaining about, the argument is as to whether or not the proper means of the House was used when he was impeached.
What about other procedures? Is that the only procedure stages to impeachment of the Speaker or a Speaker?
The impeachment process for a Speaker is not a complex thing under the Constitution. If you watch the provision of the Constitution talks about removal, not even about impeachment. Okay, and so a simple resolution of the members of the House is sufficient to remove a Speaker. And of course, it's also by the same resolution that he was appointed or elected a Speaker. And of course, the only challenge they can raise will be in the law court. To me, what he's doing now, defying the authorities and the government, it's not the best way to go. Obviously, having lost the office, the proper thing is for him to go to court, even if he's complaining about the procedure that was adopted, the due process adopted in the course of that impeachment process or removal process. It's only the court that can adjudicate and decide whether it is legal or valid. Okay. So I think the proper thing to do is to go to court. It's only going to lead to a complexity of political drama. The complexity of political drama in the sense that he's going to find himself at loggerhead. Hello?
I'm with you, Barrister.
Hello?
I'm with you. Go ahead.
Yes, he's going to find himself he's going to find himself at loggerhead with his godfather. And that's going to be a bigger problem for him.
Anyway, they are meeting also. If you talk about godfatherism, Tinubu and GAC, they are meeting. According to reports, they are meeting on this issue, this Obasa issue. We don't know what will be the outcome of that meeting. But what do you sense it to be like? Should it be like it's going to be a favorable thing to Obasa, or maybe kind of pat him at the back?
Yes, I'm not. I don't see what. I can't see what that meeting is going to serve. I can't see what usefulness is going to serve. If you consider the fact that the president had endorsed even the impeachment, okay, and of course the governor initially pretended as if he didn't know what was happening, and he was not in support of what was happening. But I think it's all a script. It's all a script. All of them are playing a script, written and acted. And I don't see how they are going to put him back as Speaker of that House. Although, looking at the body language of Obasa, one will see that he wants to play dirty. He wants to fight dirty. And it's only going to take time for us to see how messy it's going to be. But from my own view, as far as I'm concerned, I don't see how it's going to be returned back as Speaker. The only thing they can do, which I think is what we want to do, is probably heat up the polity a little bit, threaten his godfathers and those who took that decision to submission. But I don't think that's going to play out in his favor, ultimately, because you still need the confidence of the members of the House to be able to rule as Speaker in the House. So all of that put together is not going to be in his favor. And of course, he has cases already at the FCC. They will only put the noose around his neck to ensure that they tighten it, and that will bring him to submission. But he may have some information which, of course, may be interesting for the members of the public.
Okay.
Maybe as to the cases of corruption and the allegations, because there have been counter cases of corruption and all of that.
Yes, I mean there were cases of
even himself at the point had made allegations against some of the expenditures of the state.
He had made a comment to that, barrister. He had made a comment to that, talking about the corruption allegations. He has said, and I quote, he said, "How can someone suggest that a gate was constructed for 16 billion naira? Is that the wall of Jericho or the wall between the U.S. and Mexico? I don't know about that." He similarly also claimed that there were claims that he bought 40 Hilux vehicles at 1 billion naira each. He said that claims are laughable and that he has nothing to hide. So, I mean, he has definitely dismissed those corruption allegations.
Well, that's not a justification. That's not a justification, if you ask me. And the public forum is not a place for him to justify the allegation against him. Of course, he will need to go to court to prove his innocence. Of course, and it's fortunate that there are no legal or criminal process taken against him as of today. Okay, so maybe he should keep his gunpowder dry until when those allegations are fleshed out. But for now, it's in the realm of speculation. Both the allegation and his own response, they are all in the realm of speculation. Because, of course, there has to be some allegations to be able to get him out of office.
All right. Let's go to the phone lines and hear from Lagosians people. Make your comment. 0705-890-4927. 0705-890-4927. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Prince. I'm calling from Ikeja.
Right, please make your comment, please.
What I'm seeing about this, the first lawyer said, "I'm not in your house. Your landlord will come and lock up your door and tell you I've evicted you. How will you feel?" You cannot impeach a man that is not on ground. It's in the Constitution. You want to impeach a speaker, let it be on ground to defend himself. You cannot just impeach a man when he's not available. It's uncalled for. This is politician. This is politics. They are trying to use it to politics. I want to come out for governorship. He has.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, thank you very much for your comments there. Barrister, did you get him?
No, I'm not too sure I heard what he said.
I mean, he was trying to say that you can't impeach someone who is not on ground. I mean, he wasn't in the country when the impeachment process happened.
That is the comment. That is the comment of the speaker. But there is no law that says that he has to be on the ground for him to be impeached. In fact, they don't even need to state any reason for his impeachment or removal. Okay, it's just that the law does not require that any allegation should be levied against him to remove him from the office of the speaker. Unlike that of the governor, the provisions of the constitution
of the governor
for the impeachment of the governor or the president and their deputies. Under that, there has to be evidence of gross misconduct or allegation of gross misconduct before any impeachment process can be due.
All right, let's pick another call. Hello, good morning.
The speaker, it doesn't require it. Obasa himself had made that argument that he was not on seat when he was impeached, and that in the case of Pelumi and others who had been impeached previously, that they were on the ground and they were impeached on the floor of the House. To me, all of that is inconsequential. As long as they no longer enjoy the support of the members of the House and the resolution is passed. Of course, if the resolution was not passed based on the allegation and all of that.
Okay, Barrister, let's pick our calls. Let's go to the call line, the phone lines. Hello, good morning. Please, sir, we can't hear you. Can you please raise your voice up so we can hear you properly? Hello, good morning. All right, call us back. 0705 890 4927. 0705 890 4927 or 0805 092 0927. 0805 092 0927. Or you can send us messages via WhatsApp on 0705 690 0927. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, please call us back. 0805 0805 092 0927. 0805 092 0927. Or WhatsApp is 0705 690 0927. 0705 690 0927. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, it's me, Dave Spring.
Oh, please, quickly, just 1 minute so we can pick other calls.
All right. I just want to ask the lawyer a question. He said it's not necessary for him to be on ground. So is he going to tell me that it's not necessary for you to be in your house for your lover to evict you? It's a question. You should answer my question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Barrister, that's coming from our callers. I mean, that, talking about land. I don't know if it has to do with house and also assembly. I don't know if it's two different ball game here, but I mean.
Well, if you ask me, the analogy of being a landlord or being evicted from your own house, to me, is inappropriate in this circumstance. The only factor in favor of Obasa is the issue that probably he didn't have opportunity to defend himself. Okay, he didn't have opportunity to respond to the allegations made against him and all of that. But what I've said earlier on is that, look, they don't need to give any reason. Once you lose, you no longer enjoy the confidence of the House. You can be evicted. You can be removed. All right? And the question of eviction, actually, like I said, is also inappropriate. Obasa is not the owner of the House. Okay? Obasa was appointed to run the affairs of the House for and on behalf of others. Yes.
Because of our time, let's look at as the speaker currently right now talking about Miranda. What steps do you think she should undertake to consolidate her leadership in the face of this possible resistance, while maintaining legislative cohesion and also having a public trust? Did you get me?
Hello.
I was talking about the speaker, Miranda. What steps do you think she should take to consolidate our leadership stance?
Well, what steps she should take?